What's up, everyone? It's the Unholy Ghost from GRCR here today, and today the kids are getting adventurous. We're coming at you with our Adventure Prank Kid deck profile today, and before we get started, we're gonna just jump right in after that. We wanted to give a huge shout out to Head to Head Battles. No, this video is not sponsored by them, although we are open to that possibility. Just, DM us on Instagram or, email us. Or if you're anyone else who might want to sponsor GRCR, go ahead and click that, click the description box. You can see all of our different things on there, so you can go ahead and do that. And if you want to go ahead and purchase anything from anywhere, from any of our sponsors, all the links are in the description of the video as well. But we wanted to give a huge shout out to Head to Head Battles for their Moochie line, their Moochie Field Center. Look at this thing, it's so gorgeous.
It can't be! Master! Ultra Thripsting!
Should do like you, Mel.
Their Moochie Mat, which I've been enjoying playing on, and their Moochie Sleeves.
A trip! It's too strong!
They just came in the mail today. I mean, well, technically yesterday, I guess, but but today it doesn't even matter. But that's all I really had to say about that. Definitely, if you want to go ahead and pick those up, you can go to headheadbattles.com, and I believe they are almost sold out of at least the field centers. I think you might have a chance for the sleeves and maybe the mat. But either way, that's it for all the shout outs and everything. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So, it's pretty basic. There's two different engines in this deck. It's the Prank Kids engine and the Adventurer Token engine. So the Prank Kids engine kind of stays the same, but a little bit different than how a lot of other people play, because I do have a different play style, and basically based off of what I've been noticing when I've been playing the deck, kind of fills in the spots where I think the deck is lacking. But again, if you want to go ahead and change anything, that's up to you. Personally, these are just the things that I feel are appropriate for this upcoming format. This is with Grand Creators being released and Battles of Chaos being released and the ban list all kind of happening around the same time. So kind of trying to make something generically good for the next format. I know Brave PK, the other PK, which is Phantom Knights, is something really, really big, but we'll talk about that in the side deck. Let's get into the main deck. So we play 3 of almost every name. We are the Avatar, master of all the kids. That does not sound right. I don't know if I should cut that. But we're playing 3 of all the names except for Roxy's, which we're only playing 2 of. We cut Roxy's to 2 because as much as you want to open a name, you almost don't want it to almost ever be Roxy's unless you like really... If you normal summon Roxy, something bad happened with your hand, or you just have extra cards that you don't need. You really want to open Dropsies, then go into Fansies, and go off from there. If you know the Prank Kids typical combos, then you know what I'm talking about here. Then we're playing the 2 place. So we cut place to 2, making room for certain cards, obviously, but I didn't think necessarily 3 place is completely necessary. 3 is probably optimal though, possibly, but we'll see as things go on. Like, if you're going to play into a board, I don't think place is the best one to be able to do that, in my personal opinion, in terms of opening it. But I also could be very, very wrong. I just started playing the deck like 2-3 weeks ago, but this is just my observations. Then for more of the engine, we're playing 2 Pandemonium, and Kevin actually, Silverstar, actually recommended I try out 2 pranks. So I understand, because pranks basically becomes another name if you open multiple place and you need just more stuff. Or I guess if you open 2 pandemonium, 1 pranks, you could also ditch pranks off of pranks, so that's also cool. Being able to recycle a lot of stuff is also pretty cool. I like planning for long game, and having the second pranks is actually pretty cool, especially in a format where they're probably going to be playing Cosmic a lot. You can't really get it back if it gets banished. Is it absolutely necessary? Not necessarily, but that's just my ratios. Then we play the 3 poly, 1 instant fusion. So this could be the DPE package right here. This could be DPE package. You'd have like the 1 celestial, 1 dasher, and then 2 fusion destiny. But personally, I first of all, I don't own the DPE package. Second of all, there's a reason why I don't own the DPE package, and that's because it doesn't necessarily advance your game state as much as like mitigate certain things. I think the Prank Kids deck can do well on its own without having to like do anything outside of the engine, if you get what I mean. Like, at least you're advancing your game state on your side. But that's it for the PK. I said the PK, wow. Well, yes, they are PK. The Prank Kids part of the deck. Moving on to the Adventurer part of the deck. This is where it gets interesting. So we're playing 3 of the Water Enchantress. Yes, 2 of them are CR. I cannot believe that I actually opened both of these in one day. I also pulled 2 of these. I basically pulled 2 of almost everything in one day, and that was insane. It took us till the end of the day to pull 2 more of the spell card which we play, which is the Right. We actually want to go ahead and we'll show off the Faithful Adventure and the Wandering Griffin Rider and the Draco back. This is the engine. It's a 9-card engine. We want to get the rest of these in CR since we pulled basically the 2 most expensive CRs. So if you feel like donating them, just DM us on Instagram, or just, you know, let me know if you feel like donating any of them or negotiating a pretty fair price. I'm pretty good with negotiations, so I understand that you want to make as much money as you possibly can off of them, but at the same time, I'm also trying to stay slightly within a budget, but we can talk. Just let me know. The Brave engine is pretty much just this. I don't really think I need to explain too much. The mere fact that these just keep recurring the same type of thing, this being the out to so many things like Mystic Mine and Skill Drain, is actually insane. Honestly, this is the main reason we don't main deck the back row removal, because this engine basically just handles everything like that. When you open going first, you can just easily get into the Griffin Rider. If you're going second, you can get into this and basically take care of a problem card. These cards are going up and expensive for a reason, so I would get these now if you could. And I'm trying to get my collector's rares because, yeah, of course. Oh my god, the Moochie Mat is just amazing. Then we are, for the rest of the cards in the deck, we're playing 1 Terraforming and 1 Mystic Mine. So the Terraforming searches the Mine. The Mine could honestly be the place, but I honestly like Mystic Mine because it's still, you know, at 3, unfortunately. But fortunately for us, you can just go ahead and activate it. It can steal games, honestly, especially if we're forced to go second. And then the 1 Called By, because you want all your stuff to resolve. It doesn't stop Nibiru, but that's what the Adventurer engine is for. Speaking of Nibiru, we're playing 2 Nibiru and 2 Ash for our hand traps. I do like the, I guess the OCG mindset of playing 2 ofs. It's pretty nice, especially you don't necessarily, you see it as much as you really feel it's necessary, but you don't see it too often. Especially if they're not something like Forbidden Droplets, where when you see it, you can go first, second, it doesn't matter. It will usually do a lot. High impact cards. Nib is pretty good, but in a format where everyone's playing Brave PK or Brave PK, so Brave Phantom Knight or Brave Prank Kids, you kind of, Nib becomes but at the same time, if they're not playing that, or they can't get into that engine, yeah, you can just nib them. They're good. They usually play around nib, but you rather like threaten them with an actual nib. It also can come up late game, which is funny. Anyways, that's it for the main deck. Believe it's 40 cards. Pretty simple, pretty expensive, not gonna lie, but yeah. And also Forbidden Droplet technically could be imperm. I just like Droplet better. It also could be Dark Ruler, but that will shut off your Lampsies, so I wouldn't do it personally. That's just me, but if you are within a budget, go right ahead. Then for the extra deck, we play the one Meow Mew because it's at 1. We play 2 of the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You could play a third, arguably, but currently I'm only playing 2. I'm not playing Plan, obviously, so I'd say if I chose to play the Prank Kids Plan, sure, I'd probably play a third or whatever, but it's up to you. Then we play the Bow Wow. Bow Wow just being able to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to get this back during your turn too. So this can also recycle this. This can recycle the other copy of itself as well. This is basically dead. But none of your normal summons matter at all, except when they get popped. So the adventure portion doesn't even like bother us at all. Also, Bow Wow giving everything it points to an extra lot of attack. Or an extra 1,000 attack allows you to just run over things that you should never have had to deal with before. So Bow Wow plus place equals 4,500 Battle Butler. So that's pretty big, honestly. A 4,500 Raigeki? Sheesh. For fusions, we're playing the 2 Rocket Ride, 1 Weather Washer, and 2 Battle Butler. So to explain a little bit more, one of these can be a Rip Roaring Roaster or another filler card, whatever you want to go ahead and put in there. I could not decide personally. I do like the ability to go into 2 Battle Butler. I made this more fusion based, as you can kind of see. This is also, if you're playing the DPE package, then it'd be, you cut both of these and put the Verte DPE thing. Arguably same thing if you wanted to play Dragoon package, but I guess I wouldn't do it, but I guess because card advantage, I wouldn't do it. But Rocket Ride being able to recycle stuff during your turn, I almost always get impermed on this, hence why the second one is kind of important. Yeah, imperm nib, yada yada yada. It's usually a wrap. I do like being able to do it again. That's the other thing. Sometimes it also gets banished off of IDP. There's a lot of situations where I'd rather have the second one. Weather Washer being able to close that game, because as soon as it's on board, as soon as you enter battle phase, as soon as you declare an attack the first time, they cannot respond to anything, like at all. They're basically locked out of their back row, or just locked out of effects until the end of the until you decide to stop attacking. So you can pretty much just run through whatever. So that means they have to stop you prior to that. Very good nib bait, actually. Very good nib bait, and a lot of other baits. Battle Butler, double Raigeki, I guess you can do it 3 times now. And just being able to still, all of these when they, well, all these can grab Prank Kids stuff from the grave. So, and it's a big body. Don't really think I really need to explain too much, because a lot of you, if you're watching this, you probably already played Prank Kids. If you're still watching, comment down below, right here, comment down below, these kids are going on an adventure, or these kids are adventurous. Something funny to do with kids and adventures, I guess. That sounds very sus, actually. I don't know about that. Anyways, or you can just comment sus. There you go. Then we have Link Spider, Win, and Borrow Sword. So Link Spider is to, mitigate the nib, basically, being able to go into other stuff. If you can get Link Spider and a Wind on board, you can make Win, and Win is your extender, especially going against, I guess, anyone who's choosing to still play Sword Soul. So the real Sword Soul players who didn't need Protoss in the first place, but it was just an extra thing that they were like, cute, that's fun. You can go ahead and grab like a Baron. It has random applications. This could actually be any of the non-light or dark charmers. Whatever floats your boat, honestly. I could actually see it being Hida, to be completely honest, because at least you can use pranks to be able to make this after Nib with, you know, the Link Spider thing. So that's also completely fair. And Borosword, this, I thought about it being access code. I actually like Borosword better because it does what access code cannot. Access code is good for like killing you, but this is more or less outing big cards that I usually can't out. Then we have 3 more cards. They're all Xyz. We have the 1 Toad for the double dropsies. We have the 1 Break Sword. So we're playing a PK card in a PK deck, but a different PK deck. And then we have the 1 Tornado Dragon. This is our, we just want to remove back row from the field. This is our, we want to remove cards from the field. This is our negate. These will probably, obviously, going second more often than not. You could also just summon this going first if you're like kind of mandated to, but you don't have to. Toad is also very good because it does a lot. I don't really think I need to explain all of this to guys who already know it, and the video is already like 14, almost 15 minutes long. So let's get into the side deck. The side deck is what I think is going to be pretty good for the upcoming format. These are my choices. You can completely change this. To be honest, you don't even have to play the options that I'm playing. This is just my assessment of how things are. So going to the next format, there's a lot of PK, so we're definitely playing the Lancias. If anyone plays Thunder, great. If anyone plays, I guess Invoked, it has interactions, but I wouldn't necessarily always side in Lancia, but it's an option. There's just a lot of applications with Lancia coming up, so you can also shotgun it to shut off the Brave part of the Adventurer part of the deck. So if you have a hunch that we're on Adventurer, shotgun it in standby, or well, I guess not a hunch, you see it and it's in your side deck, so yeah, you can just shotgun it in standby. And that's it. Then we have the 3, there can be only 1. Most decks can't really play under this, especially the PK deck. It's a lot harder for them to play under it. I mean, with the introduction of the Adventurer tokens, it's a lot easier, but we were gonna think about Token Collector, but we're playing the Adventurer stuff as well, plus our pranks, so it actually hurts us a lot more. And since Protoss got hit, we don't really have to worry about Sword Soul in its original capacity. So then we're playing the 3 Evenly match. Evenly is our board wipe. We are not playing Lightning Storm because we consistently will like have cards on board face up, and it's literally impossible to get rid of them more often than not. At least with Evenly, you can potentially set it face down, and also, while yes, you waste, quote unquote, waste a battle phase, at the same time, if it goes through it, you don't really have to worry about much. Next up, we're playing 3 GRCR Prison. So GRCR Prison is basically D-Bearer. If you want to switch it out for D-Bearer, that's fine. But because we're playing more fusions, GRCR Prison does what D-Bearer already does. It only does not hit, I believe, Ritual and Pendulum. If you're playing a Ritual deck, or you're playing a normal summon deck, sorry, a Tribute summon deck, then this is also pretty good. It shuts off Synchro and Xyz. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a very good card. Obviously, if you're planning on going first and you make the fusion, literally that's all you really have to do. You can even make Battle Butler and make and just flip this, it's whatever. Then the mandatory one-ofs, the Reboot, the Pank, and what would be the Harpy's Feather Duster. We're using Cosmic Cyclone for right now because we gotta find a Harpy's Feather Duster. Don't know where my mind went, but yeah. All of those, this setup is pretty much the same thing that we use the entire time. They're all at 1, so why not? Well, this is Harpy, so this is not Cosmic. They're all basically at 1, and you know, just play them because they're very good. Red Reboot just being able to shut off Eldritch, that is a very interesting matchup. Pank being another form of removal, very free, and then Cosmic just going, oh. I mean, not Cosmic. Harpy's Feather Duster just going, oh, that's a lot of back row. Be a shame if it all went away. But that is actually it for today's video. Finally, thank you for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button, consider hitting that subscribe button, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Whew, I'm gonna end up going to a couple of events. We have, I think, our case tournament, which is on February 27th. If you're in the DMV area, check out Dream Wizards. They're having their case tournament on that day, and we're hoping to have the Yu-Gi-Oh! OTS Championships the following weekend, but we're seeing how that works out. So either way, that is again it for today's video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, queries, quotes, quotas, conqueries, I guess if you're playing Ultrageist in this day and age, I mean, you just were bred to be a... I can't even say that on camera, we'll get demonetized. Anyways, that's it for today. Check out the links in the description, and go ahead and check out Head to Head Battles for their Muchi merch. Thank you for watching.